Hi, it's Cara and today I'm at my mum's house. So there are 3 videos I'm going to be filming here today, 3 decently long videos. I don't know when they're all coming out. This could have happened a month or so ago, so I'm going to save them for a rainy day. But today I am filming the first of these 3 videos, which is a massive unhaul. So I have had a huge collection of books here at my mum's house for the past, since I've moved out of home, that I never took with me because I didn't really have the space at my house. And my mum was very lovely and let me keep them here. And so I have kind of 3 categories of books here because we just recently, yesterday, sorted through them. So I have books that I don't want to keep anymore, which is this video. And then I'm also going to talk about books I've already read that are here and books that are on my TBR that are here. So I will do those in other videos, kind of an extended collection series. But first off, this unhaul, because why talk about everything and then get rid of these? These are mainly books that I picked up at discount stores, book drives, op shops kind of stuff, or as ARCs like years and years and years ago when I worked at the bookstore when I was in high school, and have never read. Yeah, I just didn't get around to reading them. And then now that far down on my TBR, I already have a huge TBR that they're just never going to get read. So I thought if I get rid of them, they will no longer haunt me. They'll free up some space here on my mum's shelves and I can be free. So let's get started. I'm not going to talk in detail about most of these. There are a few I might mention some little sneaky tidbits about, but I don't really know what most of these are about anymore. I may not have ever really known what some of these were about. And that's really it to it. I don't think there'd be anybody's favourite book in here, but if any of these is your favourite book, I didn't hate it. I haven't read it yet. I just have literally no interest anymore. Let's get started. I literally have 4 huge stacks here. This is more than 50 books. The Cleaner of Chartres by Sally Vickers. Passion by Lauren Kate. Mum just got me this for Christmas, but she obviously got it secondhand. It's got some chunks taken out of it, and this is book 4 in the series. And I used to have book 1, but I got rid of it ages ago, I think. It's no longer here at any rate. I can't find it, so I didn't read it. So I'm not going to keep this, only because I'm not going to go out and get the first one or the second one or the third one or whatever to then read this, unfortunately. The Future of Us by Jay Asher and Carolyn Mackler. Next we have another little bit of a tidbitty one, which is well, not the entire, there's more that's come out since I stopped collecting these. Most of the Pittacus Law I Am No. 4 series, I had bought these all at once when they were 6 out because I was excited for them, and then heard about all the James Frey drama. And you know, I'm not about that life, so I'm getting rid of them. So I have heaps of them here. These aren't in any particular order because I haven't been careful enough to keep them in order, but we have The Lost Files, The Legacies, The Revenge of 7, The Fall of 5, The Rise of 9, The Lost Files, Hidden Enemy, The Power of 6, and I Am No. 4. Bright Young Things by Anna Godperson, One for Sorrow, Two for Joy by Clive Woodall, The Skies of Pern by Anne McCaffrey. This is book 20 in the series, otherwise I would keep this. It looks great, dragons and things, but I don't know if I'd ever get to buying this series, so if I come across the first couple, I'll get them then and see how I go. Illumination by Matthew Plampin, Bright and Distant Shores by Dominic Smith, Russian Dream Book of Colour and Flight by Gina Oshner, The Poisonwood Bible by Barbara Kingsolver, Enmity by E.J. Andrews, Noah's Law by Randa Abdel Fattah. I like some of her other stuff, but this one just no longer appeals to me. The Man in the Iron Mask by Alexandra Dumas. I'm just never going to get around to this. She-Man All the Way by Megan Cabot, or just Meg Cabot. I'm getting rid of this because it's a tiny little mass market paperback, and I'm 80% sure I've already read it from the library ages ago. The Stone and the Flute by Hans Behmen. Somebody recommended this to me a long time ago. I think they even gave it to me, but I can't remember anything about it. It's huge, and I'm not going to get around to this. I'm sorry. Credo by Melvin Bragg. Dark Arts of Chicago by William Horwood and Helen Rappaport. The Devil's Beat by Rob Edrick. Love Aubrey by Suzanne Lafleur. Ghost House by Alexandra Adornetto. The Fire Chronicle, The Books of Beginning by John Stevens. Burn for Burn by Jenny Han and Siobhan Vivian. I've loved some of Jenny Han's other stuff, but I'm just not interested in this anymore. Bones Buried Deep by Max Allan Collins. I used to be a Bones fan. I'm not anymore. The Movies of My Life by Alberto Fuguet. Below the Sticks by Michael Meehan. Nest of Vipers by Luke Devenish. This is book 2 of a series. If I had book 1, I would probably read it, but I'm not going to go out of my way to get book 1. Seeking Eden by Anne Turnbull. Little Paradise by Gabrielle Wang. The Enchanted Riddle by Charlotte Candell. South of Darkness by John Marsden. I love John Marsden. He's an Australian author. Love everything else he does, but this is one of his first forays into adult, and I've heard it's not very good, and that his kid story, Tom Appleby Convict Boy, which I've read and loved, that it follows a similar plot to this, is much better. And I've read that and loved that, so I'm not going to read this. The Last Summer of You and Me by Amber Shares. Blaze of Glory by Michael Pryor. Shadowmaster by Justin Darth. I've read some of his other things, also an Australian author, but this just isn't appealing to me. Wilderness by Lance Weller. The Secrets of the Lazarus Club by Tony Pollard. Captivate by Vanessa Garden. A Small Free Kiss in the Dark by Glenda Millard. Time's Arrow by Martin Amis. The Third Summer of the Sisterhood and Girls in Pants by Amber Shares, which is book 3 and 4. Oh no, Girls in Pants, The Third Summer of the Sisterhood, and Forever in Blue, The Fourth Summer of the Sisterhood. Sorry, I knew it was a bind up of 3 and 4. Just by Amber Shares. I've read book 1 of these. I've never owned book 2. I liked book 1, but I was also 12. So, Dissolution and Darkfire by CJ Sansom. This is heavy and even if I was interested in this, I just couldn't. Everything Beautiful by Simone Howell. The Lux and Rumours by Anna Godberson. Infernal Devices by Philip Reeve. Lancelot du Leth by J. Robert King. The Messenger Bird by Roseanne Hawke. Tough Voyaging by George R. R. Martin. I bought this because Game of Thrones, but also it's the least floppiest book you could ever find, and I've heard his science fiction is not that good. Pimpernel's The Pale Assassin by Patricia Elliott. It took me a while to figure out what the actual title of this was. Pimpernel's is the series. The Pale Assassin is the book. The Shadows of Sherlock Holmes by David Stuart Davies, or edited by David Stuart Davies. This is a collection of stories that follow the kind of similar vein of Sherlock Holmes, but aren't Sherlock Holmes, and I thought they were Sherlock Holmes when I got this. I don't want them anymore. The House of Windjammer by V.A. Richardson. Switched by Amanda Hocking in this tiny, it was like a free magazine copy. Oh. It's tiny and awful. The Immortal Rules by Julie Kagawa in the exact same thing, tiny, shitty magazine copy. Love Cuts by Ian Bone. This Is What Happy Looks Like by Jennifer E. Smith. And finally, Shadow Web by N.M. Brown. So that there is my massive unhaul. Probably you've hardly even heard of half of these books unless you happen to have also stumbled across them. I think a lot of them are quite old. A lot of them are 90s books, I believe, 90s YA. So I am letting them free into the universe. These won't be here in an hour. I'm going to take them straight down to the op shop, I think. But yes. Let me know if you've actually read any of these and if they're actually any good. I won't buy them again, but I'm curious. Other than that, thanks for watching. Thanks for sticking around through that massive video. And I hope you enjoyed watching me get rid of books, because I'm enjoying this cathartic experience of getting rid of them. Thank you for watching, and I will see you soon with another video. Bye!